Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Weisel with Hollow Knight Silksong just around the corner. I thought it would be fun to do a Let's Play of Hollow Knight. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. We're going to be doing the any percent route, no major glitches, which is the most popular category, I'd probably say, if you watch a lot of Hollow Knight speedrunning. I used to speedrun this game a lot. I peaked at 5 on speedrun.com on PS5, which we are playing on today. Very excited for Silksong to come out. I've been waiting for this for so long. It's been a while since I played Hollow Knight. It's been over a year since I've been actively doing speedruns too, so this is going to be more of a mellow playthrough. Just try to get through the game because I think it'll be very evident that I'm quite out of practice as we go through this. I'll try to say a lot of the small things that I'm doing to make everything better, and I'll be doing all the skips, but it's very likely that this will be more of a toned down run through, just to have some fun and get back into the groove before the new game comes out. So already we weren't able to manipulate that guy up to where we would like him to be ideally to get a little bit of a time save. Where he ends up is pure RNG. We are going to try to avoid the superhero landing though. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get that. So for that right there, there's something in the game where if you fall a far enough distance, you will have that hard landing, which stops your movement and makes you lose time. If the ground, in this case, it breaks when you stand on it, it's scripted, you will always get the superhero landing, it seems, unless you can jump just high enough so that you don't go too high to hit the vertical threshold to trigger the superhero landing, but also not be standing on it when it breaks. So you try to do a little mini hop, and I try to hit the ceiling so it cancels my upward movement. Anyway, that was Elderbug. Pour one out for him. He's very lonely sitting there in Dirtmouth. We're gonna walk by him a couple times, and sadly we won't ever be talking to him. Yeah, we're not running the Elderbug category today. Right here we're gonna try to do an inventory drop. So that's where we hit the menu, the frame that we walk off of the platform. We missed it there. That's okay. On the PC patch, you can just open your inventory anytime when you're in the air. But on console, it's not like that. You gotta do it the frame that you walk off. We're gonna be looking for a quick kill on this bench fly. Good, and then a double kill. There we go. And you'll notice too that I'm not too focused on getting Geo, which is the currency for the game. Woo! That was a little close, because I take a slightly different route than what is most popular to get Geo. Geo is sometimes a make or break in this category, and you have to be very deliberate with how you get it sometimes. I've just had too many runs end where I was like a couple short that I came up with a new one that hardly loses any time, and it is very consistent, and I've never not had enough. So I'll be showing you that. We're about to go to our first kind of little mini boss here, but we will also be skipping them in a way. Alright, these guys are in a great RNG spot. We can just cruise through there, no damage, that's nice. And this video will be in 4 parts too on YouTube, so it's a little more digestible. It should hopefully be about like 15 minutes long. Oop. Alright, we got the far jump, which is not good, and I missed a hit on him, which is a little slower. 5, 6, 7, 8 knocks him up, and also, once he hits the ground 8 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this wall starts to smoke, so we can actually just pop right through there. And skip that mini-boss entirely. And now we're on our way to get our first ability in the game, the Fireball. And the Fireball is going to help us do one of the first really cool skips that you can learn, and it is not too hard. And that'll be coming up in just a few minutes after we get past this scene, really. Or, I guess this whole room. First thing, as soon as I wake up, I want to try to break one of the wood beams above me, because that'll make it faster for our return. And then a few of the enemies in the room are a little bit RNG on their placement. Sometimes you can squeak it by, sometimes it doesn't hold you back at all. Okay, so there we got the first one. Alright, if you stand too close or too far away when you hit those, when I was walking to the right, it'll actually push you back, which slows you down just a tiny bit. Oh, and I missed that jump right there. That's okay. It's been a while. Okay, doing good. Very nice. Alright, we're looking for him to spit out one of these blue guys, and this is totally luck. It is 100% random. Oops, and I messed that up. How many attempts it takes for him to throw a good one at you. Normally you don't sit on this bench, but I'm gonna do it because this is more just a casual run. You wouldn't normally do that if you were doing the speed run because it does just lose time. But I'd rather not die. Alright, going up through this next room, it's very important that we get 9 hits of soul. That guy is always in the same spot. Everyone else is totally random. 6, 7, 8. And I got a double hit, so 9. Very nice. You can tell it's 9 because the white circle in the top left is completely full. Alright, let's see if this guy is any nicer to me. Alright, that was about the same. It's okay, I've had worse. Alright, and then we're just doing some pathing till we get to the next area. We are going to need to get 9 hits of soul again. That way we can use 3 fireballs. And boop. It's okay if he falls down. The important thing when you start out this game is finding out ways to adapt if you do need to get more soul in different places, and also more geo. But I hate the geo one, so here's our first skip, fireball skip. Just barely made it. Whew, I had to use all 3. You can do it in less than 3. But that's why I like to have full soul, just so I have a little bit of a buffer. And there's also a fallback in case that doesn't work. There's also fireball skip we can do back there, but I am not good at it, so this is my own skip right there. We call that the Weisel skip. Alright, it's very important that we get 8 hits coming up here. Whoop. I could have got the other one from him, but we're a little rusty. Alright, hopefully I can get this guy to jump backwards. I did not. Alright. If you jump and you land at like just the right distance away from him, he will hop back while you do your fireball, and you can actually get a multi-hit on the same fireball. Alright, so we're looking for the same thing because we have to kill one of those guys again. So we're looking to get like 8 hits here. And in the normal run, you'd go up here and you'd freeze out from that bench fly. I just realized I could have got another hit from there, but that's the route that we're skipping. The geo comes out kind of weird. Sometimes you don't have enough. You get more than enough from this guy right here. So this is more geo than we're gonna need for the game. This guy is always a pain in the ass. I have not figured out a way to make him not jump back or to force him to jump back. I don't know how to manipulate his RNG or how he works really, so sometimes you just take the hit. I don't know. You just gotta blaze through it and accept that sometimes you get hit in this game. Alright, big sister. Oop, too high. Oh my gosh. Ninja killer. Yeah. Not the cleanest fight that you'd like, but not too bad. So, everyone, wave goodbye to Hornet, and we'll see you in a few days when Silksong comes out. Alright, so we just got the dash. First big movement of the game, and now we're actually going to quit out to the home screen and load back into the game. This will put us at the bench where we sat down, right, where we got the fireball. You don't need to sit on this bench to load it as your last save. Just getting the ability there makes that your new save point in the game, which is nice. There's a couple other spots where we'll be able to abuse some benches like that in case, you know, we're having a less than ideal run. And I missed my dash there. Next thing we're looking for is the Mantis Claw, which is the wall jump, and you'll have to forgive me, I'm not going to be able to fall through these rooms as smoothly as I would like. Oop, and I forgot to hold to the right there. And then I forgot to hold to the left. Alright, it's been a while and I'm a little hesitant going through these rooms, so I'm going to take that a little bit slower instead of free falling through the whole thing. Alright, I like to call these guys the Owen Wilsons. If you don't know why I call them Owen Wilson, then we can't be friends. Alright, and then it's just some pathing. We're coming up on the next really big skip, the explosion pogo. It's freaking hard. Oops. It's especially hard on console when you can't pogo off the explosion itself and you have to go off a little glorb. We'll try. Oh my god, we got it. Wow, that was huge. I wasn't quite fast enough to get these guys where I'd like them to be. But there we go. This is pretty dang... That was pretty smooth. I am happy with myself. Alright. And we got the Mantis Claw, so now we can jump off walls. This is where I'll be cutting part 1. And then we'll be going on to part 2. We're going to start with cutting back, doing another bench warp to get back to the beginning. And then the next parts will be going through the bosses and finishing the game. Yeah, thanks. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And cheers to Silksong.